Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. We have got to correct something. I kind of know this song, but only from the SNL sketch that is demanding for more cowbell. And for the longest time, I've thought that this was essentially the song being performed by at least some of the band members, which I just recently found out is a rather hilarious misconception. So I need to listen to and analyze the actual song. Let's get to it. But first, a quick word about the sponsor for today's video. If you haven't finished your gift shopping for the holiday season just yet, I'd like to recommend one of my go-to presents that I like to give to my family every year. Socks. Warm, cozy, snug, well-supported, and high-quality socks. Everyone loves a good pair of socks, and my favorite sock brand is Bombas. The quality of Bombas socks is unbeatable. I wear my socks everywhere around the house, even in the garage, sometimes outside to get the mail. I basically treat my socks like they're slippers. And normally this would mean that you would get holes in your socks, but not with Bombas. These socks are sturdy, but somehow they don't sacrifice that comfy factor in order to be sturdy and support your feet. My favorite socks are the chunky rag socks, but if you're going to wear shoes or sneakers, they do have great athletic socks or hiking socks. And also they have dress socks for special occasions. Basically, they have socks for all kinds of things, and all of their socks are very thoughtfully designed with well-placed seams. While comfy and brilliantly designed socks are enough to make me happy, I'm not just happy about this brand, I am ecstatic about Bombas because not only do they support feet, they support people. Bombas has donated over 100 million socks, underwear, and t-shirts to people experiencing homelessness. These are the items that are most needed by homeless shelters, and one purchase from Bombas equals one donation. So not only will your feet or the feet of the person that you're gifting to feel better, you'll also be giving to someone who can't buy socks for themselves. Feel good and do good with Bombas. New customers get 20% off their first purchase. Just go to bombas.com/charismatic and use code charismatic20 at checkout. Now, let's all feel good together while listening to some awesome music.
Don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't feel the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't feel the reaper. We'll be able to fly. Don't feel the reaper. Baby, I'm your man.
This song is so much more soothing than the SNL sketch. It's like almost hypnotic. And the cowbell is so light. Why did this get turned into More Cowbell? It's hilarious. That sketch is so funny. But the cowbell is so subtle. Oh my word. This is an entirely different beast here. I'm gonna go back to the beginning. Whoa. Oh, there's even a ratchet in there. Why was it not more ratchet?
All our times have come.
There's actually quite a few fun instruments in there, all kind of in this whole soundscape. But the thing that's most interesting, of course, to me is the vocal line. And something about this feels like Simon and Garfunkel a little. I think the soothing harmonies. Also, I think that once you read through the lyrics, right, it's about essentially welcoming or at least accepting death. Don't fear the reaper. I would have expected the tempo of the original to be a little slower, but maybe maybe this sort of relentless move forward with the tempo is about essentially life is just going to keep going whatever you do, and then it's going to end whatever you do, it will happen. So the tempo, though, if this were my very first time ever encountering the song, no SNL sketch first, I think that I would be really surprised by how upbeat it is. And I'm even a little bit surprised that this original isn't a little slower. I feel like it really could be more somber somehow. You guys heard me say the ratchet thing at first. I'm really thinking it should have been more ratchet. The ratchet is a thing that almost sounds like a duck in the background, the quack, quack. It's kind of got like a gravelly tone to it. It's a very, very interesting instrument that can be very annoying to some people. But it's, again, set very subtly in this, which... It's amazing. I didn't think you could make a cowbell and a ratchet super subtle and then put it with a song about death. What?
All our times have come here, but now they're gone. Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't feel the reaper. Baby, take my hand, don't feel the reaper. We'll be able to fly, don't feel the reaper. Baby, I'm your man.
If you have access to a lovely pair of headphones or some monitors or just a good speaker system, I really encourage you to listen in that. I think that the positioning or spatialization of the audio here is really cool in the way that there's a trade-off between your center vocal and almost like it feels a little bit like a chorus of vocals around the head that's saying, don't fear the reaper. It's haunting. I'm going to go back just a little bit so you can tune into that with me. We'll keep going.
Be like they are. Come on,
There we
baby,
go.
don't feel the reaper. Baby, take my hand, don't feel the reaper. We'll be able to fly, don't feel the reaper. Baby, I'm your man.
It is creepy. Huh. What an I think in the sketch I just thought that they were restarting to make fun of it. I didn't realize that in the original there'd be a big break like this. It's very surprising to me that completely lets the energy drop, which is usually not what you want to do. It's breaking rules for sure. I'm going to go back just a little bit, and then as we go along, I want to talk about what makes a voice sound haunting or soothing. Keep that in the back of your head for now. It feels like a total restart of the song. Huh.
Valentine is done. Here, but now they're gone. Romeo and Juliet are together in eternity. Romeo and 40,000 men and women every day. 40,000 men and women every day. Another 40,000 coming every day. Come on, baby, don't feel.
Wow. I really like that going back and forth between center and side voices. I think it's lead and backing. The whole band I read does backing vocals, though I think Eric Bloom, right? Eric Bloom? Yes, Eric Bloom is our lead singer here. Soothing. Soothing. One of the things that actually makes it soothing is the blend of the voices, the same way that a choir can have a more soothing sound. Uh, One of the things overall in a lead singer's voice that would make it more soothing is going to be a little more air, like a little more fluffiness in the voice. And that's usually just achieved by having more air escape as the vocal folds are coming together. Sometimes, that might mean there's like a little area where there's a little extra air gappage that's letting some poofs through. It can be in the onset of the sound. An onset can be an attack that is really easy or harsh. It can be or right? There's different ways you can initiate a sound that sounds effortful or easy. And so we have a lot of easier sounding onsets here. Another thing is just how the notes are connected. If you're constantly having notes that are more separated, not as legato, or if you're having notes that are suddenly louder or softer, if you instead smooth this all out and say, I'm going to have a similar dynamic level, and I'm also going to try to create continuous sound, it starts to give you that lulling feeling. There's a lot of elements that can really help a voice be soothing. Another one is the placement. Is it more forward? Is it more back? If you have a little more spaciousness here, more like I have a opera singer kind of voice, right? Versus really moving it forward into the nose. Right? One of those we perceive as more soothing for sure. There's a lot of elements though that can contribute to a sound being soothing. Overall, this is shockingly soothing for a group that's described as rock and even hard rock sometimes.
40,000 men and women every day. Another 40,000 coming every day. Come on, baby. Don't feel the reaper. Baby, take
Ooh, nice harmony.
Don't feel the reaper. We'll be able to fly. Don't feel the reaper. Baby, I'm your man.
I get this sense, like maybe it's from the picture too. It feels like the voodoo man, right, from The Princess and the Frog. He's like, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. You really should overdose on this drug. Like, oh my gosh, that sounds like a terrible idea, right? But it feels like, what's the word? It feels a little manipulative. And that's where it starts to get into the creepy zone of like, whoa, don't worry about dying. It's all going to be fine. We're going to fly away. I'd like to live a little longer, but let's keep living. That's so dark. And then la, like it's fine. Oh, another fake out ending? No? So creepy. This should have been a Halloween song. Oh my goodness. That section was entirely unexpected. It almost felt like we died and were taken down to hell somewhere here along the way. Maybe we were on the River Styx. I don't know. There was definitely like a moment where we were going down the rabbit hole. It was intense. The sounds were more edgy. Right? We lost our soothing nature for sure. The guitar definitely had like a point to it, and it felt felt a little bit like we were inside of a storm. And just the entire tone of the piece changed. I love the way that this became such a central story changing element, right? No words whatsoever, but you have a vivid idea of going on a very disturbing journey that feels a little bit more vivid at this point too. Very minor, very dissonant. It's got so much edge to the sound. And then it lulls you back to this. Almost always, when I am analyzing a song for the first time, as I go along, I'm like, oh, I like the song more and more and more and more. Sometimes at the very beginning, I'm just like, yeah, I know, I'm sold. I'm in love with the song. This song at the beginning, I was thinking like, ooh, I love this, so soothing. It's like this really strange balance that I can totally get with. I actually have mixed feelings now. Now that I understand that this song is about dying, I've read the lyrics and about accepting death, that the love will remain forever. I'm like, wait, no, I don't know if I like this. I don't like the idea of accepting death one bit. Maybe later in life I'll be more okay with it, right? But I like the music in this a lot, but now that I feel like it's manipulating me to be okay with just going at any point, I'm like, there's something in my gut that's twisting against this song. Oh, there's my child in the background. Right? How did they make that sound? I heard about a video game sound effect that was made essentially using a child's cry, eventually turned into this really haunting siren wail after enough processing. I love the idea of doing an entire video game soundscape out of vocal sounds that have been shifted and manipulated, but fundamentally there's going to be something in humans that still understand that came from a voice. I think that'd be so creepy, and probably a game that I would never play because I can't do horror games. Let's go back to that sound. It's a whale. Ooh. Me not wanting to be okay with death maybe shrouded one of the things that I think this song is communicating that's super beautiful, which is when it comes along, I'd much rather go with acceptance and just a no fear. And I hope that, gosh, it's amazing the messages that we receive from people. There are people throughout the world that are have tough times, that pass themselves or are struggling through the passing of a loved one and helping them to that moment. That's so heartbreaking and really tough. And maybe this song is actually a really good song to play when you know that death is about to come. Maybe I'm going a little too far with this, but I do think that when the time is there, accepting it without fear would be my preferred way to go.
As she ran to him, they looked backward and said goodbye. She had taken his
that's a lot of cymbal. Oh, this is so dark. Fade out. Appropriate. Would you want to be uploaded to the computer? You know, if we could live forever, at least our minds with various neurons and hopefully some form of souls as well, could live forever, would you want to be uploaded? I'm just curious. Things that I think about in very, very dark moments. Additionally, could we still feel those really fuzzy socks that make life just super delightful at all kinds of moments? Shout out to Bombas again. I love partnering with them. Such good socks. If you would like to see some more dark contemplative analysis, check out this playlist over here, and may you fall more in love with music every day.